God gave us this amazing body, created us to heal naturally, which is why when you have a cut and you get a cut on your skin, guess what? Over time, your body knows what to do. Okay, and it starts repairing itself. So your body wants to repair itself, right? It wants to correct that insulin resistance. It wants to correct those blood sugar levels. It wants to correct those high blood pressure levels, that inflammation level. It wants to correct all of that, but we have to give it the tools to do so. So we have to watch what's on our plate. We have to make the best choices, all right? And we have to just discipline ourselves and move with intention. All right, we have to be intentional about everything that we do, especially if we're ready to heal. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another great episode of the Monique Diltz podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Monique Diltz, registered pharmacist. And tonight, we're going to recap type 2 diabetes, laying out the blueprint, all right, to get rid of this once and for all. We're not going to waste any time. We're going to go ahead and dive right in because God said, I always say this every episode, the fruit will be for our food and the leaves will be for our healing. So I hope you guys are ready to kind of recap everything diabetes, right? We already know the difference between type 1 and type 2 diabetes. And when it comes to type 2 diabetes, we can reverse this with lifestyle changes. All right. It starts with us. It starts with everything on our plate. Really, every single health condition that we have can be addressed by what's on our plate. All right. If we reduce inflammation, we can help chronic and we can put chronic disease into remission. So the first thing I want to point out when it comes to type 2 diabetes and what can help is fasting. All right. Fasting helps. Okay. It actually helps insulin to reset. All right. It also helps insulin to become more sensitive, or your body to become more sensitive to it so that it works better. Why? Because you're not putting food into your body. Depending on the type of fasting that you're incorporating, you're not putting in liquids, sugary liquids, right? Juices, even maybe you're just doing a water fast. Most of the time you're not putting food, right? Every time you put food into your body, you're triggering an insulin response. So because you're giving your body a break, you're allowing your body to reset. So if you are ready, okay, to make a change with type 2 diabetes, you definitely want to incorporate fastings, any type of fasting, whether it's intermittent fasting, you're fasting for a certain period of time, or you want to do water fasting, whatever the case may be. All right. Definitely talk to your healthcare provider about which option is best for you, because if you're on medication, it's going to have to look a little bit different for you, right? But fasting is definitely needed, all right? And it's going to go a long way when it comes to your road for healing from type 2 diabetes, all right? Prayer is number one, all right? That should have been first, okay? You definitely want to bring God into your healing journey, all right? God is going to lead you and guide you, because everyone's journey is going to look different. Yes, we have had healing on our side here, right? However, our journey is going to look different from yours, because this is your personal journey. You are maybe on different medications. Maybe you're pre-diabetic, or maybe full-blown diabetes, right? Or maybe you have a family member with diabetes, or family history of diabetes. Whatever the case may be, your journey is going to be different, and God is going to lead you in the right way that you should go. So pray, ask God to enter into your life and to show you the pathway towards healing. That is number one. Prayer and fasting go hand in hand. They really do. All right. So if you're on a journey and a walk with God, all right, you're going to realize how much fasting and prayer go hand in hand. And when you're doing both of those things together, man, it is so powerful. Watch your body transform with both of those alone. All right. Make fruits and vegetables at least 50% of the plate of the diet. All right. How do you do that, Monique? How do you do that? Every single meal has to have fruits or vegetables on the plate. All right. Breakfast, add you some fruit. Lunch, fruit or salad, whatever it is, dinner, salad, smoothie, green juice. It has to be fresh. All right. It shouldn't be, it can be frozen. However, you definitely want it fresh. All right. You don't want to cook it. Okay, most of it should be raw fruits and vegetables, so you're getting the enzymes. All right, the enzymes are healing. We are not getting the full experience of healing when we eat cooked fruit or cooked vegetables. All right, the enzymes have been destroyed at certain levels of heat, so we're not getting that healing that those enzymes provide. So it's very important, it is critical to eat vegetables in their natural state. All right, God said pick and eat right from the tree, right from the ground. All right, wash it, of course, right? We're not growing it ourselves. And even if we are right in the backyard, we got to wash it, eat it fresh. All right. At least 50% of the diet should be fresh fruits and vegetables. Now, if you want to add in cooked vegetables, maybe you want to cook some sweet potato, whatever it is, you want to cook some broccoli or steam some broccoli, whatever it is. Yes, but you definitely want to incorporate raw broccoli too. Okay. You can put it maybe into a smoothie. All right. Fresh kale, okay, strawberries, blueberries. These are fruits that are going to help you with your blood sugar levels, okay? Apples, all right? So you definitely want to incorporate more fresh fruits and vegetables and make it at least half of your diet, all right? Drink more water. A lot of people that are really struggling with high blood sugar levels are not drinking enough water. All right. And because we're dehydrated, we're also experiencing even high blood pressure. Okay. We need to drink more water to flush out the toxins. All right. To help insulin even work better in our bodies. You're going to even feel more full and not even eat as much when your body is hydrated. All right. You're getting that same signal. Thirsty, hungry, you want to drink water, and you could incorporate a lemon in that water. Make sure your water has minerals. Okay, you can even do alkaline water. You definitely want to drink more water. Okay, no alcohol. All right. Alcohol is not your friend when you are diabetic. Okay. You're affecting your liver. All right. You need a working liver. All right. If you want to have a healing journey, especially if you are a type 2 diabetic. Okay. You want to eliminate the alcohol. All right. Many times alcohol has even a high level of sugar. Okay. Especially if you're adding it to these sodas or these fruity drinks that you're kind of mixing drinks and everything like that, you are affecting your blood sugar levels. Okay. So you want to just eliminate it completely and watch yourself heal even quicker once you're eliminating something like that and drinking water. Okay. Increase your fiber intake. So if you're increasing fruits and vegetables and making them at least 50% of your diet, guess what? You've already increased your fiber. All right. Fiber helps blood sugar, okay, get absorbed more slowly into the system. All right. So you need fiber. Okay. Which is why if you have problems metabolizing sugar, okay, you should eat the entire fruit instead of juicing it. All right. So you should have an apple instead of apple juice. Okay. You should have an orange instead of orange juice. right? Now, if your blood sugar levels get low, what do? They give you fruit juice, right? Because it spikes it back up, right? That's an old trick in the game, right? But if you have problems metabolizing sugar, all right, you have insulin resistance, and you really have a hard time bringing your blood sugar levels down, you have to have more fiber, which is why God put the fiber in the fruit, all right? And you can blend it. All right, you're still going to get the fiber. But if you're juicing that trash, as you will call it, that remains in the juicer and you just get the juice, that's the fiber. That's the fiber that you're throwing in the garbage. That's what's going to help you, be able to metabolize that sugar better. All right. It's going to aid in the digestion and the absorption of that sugar slowly over time. That is why fiber is so important, especially if you are a diabetic. You got to get more fiber into the diet. So fresh fruits and vegetables, you want to do your quinoa, all right? You want to do even the grains. You want to do beans. Beans have a ton of fiber, all right? So these are the things that are going to help your blood sugar get under control, all right? You want to decrease to eliminating animal products, okay? And we already went over this, okay? The animal products of today are different from the yesteryears, all right? So the animal products of today, even food in general, all right? The food industry is a disaster, okay? And unfortunately, we're not growing many of our own foods, so we have to depend on the industry, right? So let's just keep it real. If the plants are getting even treated a certain way, guess what? The animals are getting treated even worse, all right? And a lot of times what they're going through, some animals may have heart disease, okay? Animals get chronic inflammation and diseases too, okay? And guess what? When they pass on, those animals are being fed to us, okay? Whether it be at a restaurant, okay? Whether it be fast food, whether it be that frozen food that you popping in the oven and having it out, that convenience type food, whether it just be even from the butcher, okay? You don't know what you are getting simply because you are not growing it, okay? And a lot of times it's that fat content, okay, causes fatty liver. It does, okay? And guess what? That eventually over time can lead to just poor regulation of insulin and blood glucose, all right? And it wreaks havoc on the system, all right? Which leads to pre-diabetes, diabetes, okay? Especially if you are not physically active, all right? So it's really essential, and we have done this, that if you decrease to eliminate the animal products, all right, the dairy, all of those things, you're going to see a huge increase, a huge jump in boost in your health on your healing journey. You're eliminating a lot of that saturated fat. You're eliminating a lot of that sodium. You're eliminating a lot of the things that's just accumulating in your system, building up in your system, increasing inflammation in your body, increasing that toxicity level in your body. And it's just giving your body a hard time to heal. Once you start eliminating those products from your diet, you're going to easily see a huge difference, a huge load lifted off your body, inflammation coming down, and that's what's going to help your healing journey. All right. Eliminate processed food. Okay, especially ultra processed food. If you're eating fast food, you're eating processed food. If you're getting frozen food and just kind of warming it up in the microwave, processed food. Okay, overly processed food, chips, those snacks, things that you're not really making yourself, right? Just convenience food, okay? This is not helping you at all, okay? It's actually giving you more inflammation. Everything I'm telling you here is about trying to reduce the inflammation, trying to help your liver out, trying to help your kidney out, all right? Your body is screaming for help. How can you help it? By eliminating a lot of these foods so that your body can have a chance to heal. We were created to heal. All right. God gave us this amazing body, created us to heal naturally, which is why when you have a cut and you get a cut on your skin, guess what? Over time, your body knows what to do. Okay. And it starts repairing itself. So your body wants to repair itself. Right? It wants to correct that insulin resistance. It wants to correct those blood sugar levels. It wants to correct those high blood pressure levels, that inflammation level. It wants to correct all of that, but we have to give it the tools to do so. So we have to watch what's on our plate. We have to make the best choices, all right? And we have to just discipline ourselves and move with intention. All right. We have to be intentional about everything that we do, especially if we're ready to heal. All right. Eliminate processed food, refined sugar. Okay. That's a given. All right. If you're having trouble processing sugar, get rid of the sugar. Get rid of it all, okay? Even the natural sugars, all right? You may have to just cut sugar completely, all right? And of course, do it in stages. Get rid of the cane sugar. Get rid of over time. Get rid of the agave. Over time, get rid of the even the maple syrup. Get rid of it over time, okay? And see what it does for you before you start adding back the natural sugars in over time. All right. I'm telling you right now, if you have a problem metabolizing blood sugar, you got to cut it off. Okay. Eliminate snacking. And this is very important. I'm going to tell you why. Because every time you put food in your body, you're triggering insulin to come out now and work. Okay, so when you're constantly asking insulin to work, come out and work, bring down the sugar, okay, come out and work, okay, over time, you're going to build up insulin resistance, all right? So the less you snack, it's going to be better for you. So you want to portion out your meals where you're not just constantly grazing all day. All right. So it's better if you have or designate 2 to 3, main meals a day, or even one meal a day. That's one major meal a day. That's ideal, right? Because insulin only has to work one time. But if you're able to portion out 2 to 3 main meals, that's the less time for the insulin to have to work versus grazing all day. Like your body is like, please stop. Okay. So try your best to eliminate the snacking and focus more on meal times. Okay. Exercise, very important, because exercise improves your blood circulation. Okay. You can be doing all these amazing things, but if your blood is not moving, right, then you're not getting the full benefit of everything. So you want to make sure the blood is moving and you're getting oxygen into that bloodstream and improve your blood flow. All right. With many diabetics, it results in poor blood circulation, which leads to gangrene, and you have extremities being cut off. So it's so important to exercise. Get out there in the fresh air if you can. I know it's the winter season in this moment. So it's hard to get outside. This winter, this winter was brutal. Okay. Even here in Florida, it was brutal. Okay. But when you can, get out, if you can't move outside, move inside the house, inside the gym, wherever you can, and just get that blood moving. All right. Even if it's just to shake yourself up. All right, just to get that blood flow. It's crucial and critically important, especially if you want to bring your levels of inflammation down. Okay. Get sunlight when you can, especially in the summer months, to build up your vitamin D stores. That is also going to help your blood sugar. Fresh air, increasing oxygen into the bloodstream. All right. Where there is more oxygen, there is more healing. All right. Don't sleep on getting fresh air. We don't get enough of it. Okay. We're in the air conditioned home, air conditioned car, air conditioned job. Okay. Air conditioned grocery store, everywhere. Step outside. All right. Breathe in the healing that God is giving it to us. Breathe in the healing God is giving you. It's out there. The sun is out there. The air is out there. Are you getting enough of it? Are we getting enough of it? Right? We are not. And that is why we are having the issues that we have today. So that's something you want to incorporate on your healing journey. Getting rest. Adequate rest, at least 6 to 8 hours a night, so that your body has the chance to heal. Rest time is when the body does most of its healing. Okay, so if you're not getting enough rest, you are not giving your body enough time to turn over those cells, enough time to heal those cells. All right. So it's so important to carve out that time to rest so that you can heal and be rejuvenated. Okay, you can do it. All right. I know it's hard. Believe me, I'm talking to myself on this one, but rest is so important. Okay. Grounding is amazing. Grounding is putting your feet into the soil outside and just connecting to the earth. There's something about allowing your feet, the soles of your feet, to just sink into that dirt and connect to that soil. All right. It's healing. It really is. And don't knock it until you try it. Get out there when you can. It's cold. It's the cold season right now. Okay. But when it's warm, get out there, get the fresh air, get the sunlight. Get it all at the same time. Put your feet in the soil, get the sun, get the fresh air, breathe it all in, take it all in. All right. Start your healing journey. Your healing is outside. It is outdoors. All right. Believe me, it's not inside. All right. And that's why we have the problems we have. Okay. All right. And lastly, but definitely not least. Okay. So if you want to take a look at the previous episode to this one, I spoke in depth about the herbs, leaves, and the spices. You want to incorporate these types of things on a healing journey. Okay. Soursop leaves. Okay. Those are amazing when it comes to blood sugar regulation. Cinnamon, Ceylon cinnamon is also incredible. When it comes to blood sugar regulation. There are cloves that you can use. Hibiscus is also good. Ginger is great. So there's so many things that God has given us. Behold, I've given you every herb, right? So we have to take advantage of these things that God has given us, stepping outside and utilizing these things. We have the blueprint, okay, to heal from type 2 diabetes. If you want all of these things in writing, please check out my ebook, Tackle Diabetes. It is on my website. I'll link it for you below. You definitely got to grab a copy if you're ready to begin your healing journey. Everything is right there laid out for you. Everything that I spoke about on these last couple of episodes is right there, and you can have it in your hand. I'm excited, guys, for you. I'm excited for us because God has given us the blueprint to heal. It is right there. All we have to do is move with intention and take those necessary steps that He will lead us on. I really hope that you enjoyed these last couple of episodes. I really hope you found all of these tips useful. I know that you can heal. First of all, because God says all things are possible, and I know that you can do it. I'm Dr. Monique Diltz, and I will see you on the other side of healing. Y'all be blessed.